My favorite story of 2021 is definitely the Gamestop Saga. This guy, his $50,000 investment turned into more than $25 million. Every 1% that the Fed is rising will result ultimately in a 10% decline. Welcome to one of my last videos in 2021, and what a year. First of all, thank you very much for all the new subscribers. We have seen an incredible growth, specifically over the summer period. I loved it. Thank you very much for that. It was an unbelievable year. Comes to an end with a lot of success, some of it as failure as well. But I feel like we have to be grateful for the positions that we have in life, right? Like, for example, you most probably watching this in a very healthy state of living, or you have a roof over your head, right? So I think we should be more, let's say, grateful for the small things in life, and then that we have a lot of time that we can decide what we can do. This freedom is very, very, very high precious, that we can say that we have a lot of this, right? It doesn't matter if you live in Europe, in Asia, or in the US, you have most probably a lot of freedom that what you can do in life. So anything can happen to you if you really put in the work. And this is, a small appel that I want to shoot out there. But however, oh my God, what a year for stonks really this year. I mean, where should I start, right? Crazy stories like the Gamestop Saga, or all-time highs after all-time highs, or the crazy roller coaster ride of Virgin Galactic. I mean, my favorite story of 2021 is definitely the Gamestop Saga. I have never seen anything like it. I mean, nobody have seen anything like it. I mean, if you're thinking back, I remember where I was. I was just in Dubai. I was reading the news, just didn't care for the first couple of days. But then I said like, wow, this is a huge movement, right? People coming together in an internet forum, Reddit, and are assembling together to bring down hedge fund and to make a lot of money together. So, and if you re-engineer the whole thing, it's quite interesting, because this guy, I don't remember his name, something with kitten, okay? This guy has actually saw this opportunity many months before it went online and on Reddit and everything. And he posted it, and he posted even what he bought. He bought out of the money call options where the stock was at $3. He believed 1 or 2 years later, the stock will be at $12, okay? And even when the stock would go just to $6, he would make a lot of money. And the premium for those call options was absolutely nothing, okay? And then what happened? His $50,000 investment turned into more than $25 million. This is insane, guys, okay? But it's only possible because the $3 stock became a $150 stock, then a $300 stock, and then almost a $500 stock, guys. And there where the bubble bursted and everything fall apart. Now, I don't know actually where the stock is right now, but I think it's somewhere around, let us have a look. It's $150, and what a crazy ride, right? I mean, look at that, crazy. I think intraday we almost, had an amazing top of, I think, $500, but however, this kind of crazy moves on the stock market are possible only with a lot of participants. And I have the feeling that with the health crisis, with the all-time highs, with crypto, there's a much bigger finance community that I absolutely love. When I started in 2019 YouTube, there was just a handful of people that talking about stocks. There was a handful of people that talking about crypto. And there was really less about the educational part of finance. There's now some great YouTubers out there like Jeremy from Financial Education, Graham Stephen, right? And then you have this other wave of newcomers that really, some of them are bigger than me or got bigger than me because they followed a certain content that people like. For example, Tesla stock or, other kind of investments. But, when I look into my kind of content, I always love to make content that I really, really like myself. So I like to talk about what I really have in the portfolio, and as you know, currently I'm talking a lot about Virgin Galactic, and at some point this company stock will go up again, and then more Virgin Galactic investors will be joining our community, and I think that this would be absolutely awesome. For the next year, there is some difficult times though. I don't want to say that, a crash is coming, but there is a couple of different kind of measures that, traditional finance teach us and are proven over centuries that something like that is happening. So what I mean, we have all-time high valuations for many stocks out there, okay? Specifically growth stocks of the last couple of years were absolutely balling, okay? And you had like zero interest rate. Now the Fed, because the inflation went so high, and obviously with inflation going high, all the anti-inflationary trades like Bitcoin, crypto doing very well as well. The Fed actually is now conquering the end of this huge spike in inflation by rising rates. And with rising rates, the discounted cash flow models of many growth stocks or companies that make future revenue is going down because, the money is just getting more expensive, right? So every 1% that the Fed is rising will result ultimately in a 10% decline of, a kind of correction for this kind of company. So what you can expect that with the announcement of the Fed, now what was done in December, and now the next Fed meeting could trigger another, let's say, sell-off of equities, okay? Because when they say, okay, no, we will rise according to current status quo, the interest rates by 0.25, then the stocks can move lower, and there will be some forerunners, and there will be some lot of positions that will be liquidated. So there could be like a lavine, like an Apache coming onto us, and with an additional crash into the crash. I mean, not crash you can talk about in crypto when it's minus 50%. Otherwise, it's like a small day-to-day volatility. But I also believe that crypto will have a really big test upon, because you will have the inflation story a little bit tempered with when the Fed will conquer that and will try to put the inflation down by raising rates. And not only raising rates, also the decrease of QE, which is just money pumping into the market. Both of that together always resulted in kind of crashes over the last years, okay? Financial crisis, there was the boom of the houses, then the Fed decided to raise rates, and with the slowing of economy and so on, everything crashed. Dot-com bubble, everything was perfect. There was internet companies coming out of the ground for every single day, guys. It was so crazy that people in Silicon Valley traded within and paid with those kind of let's say company stock at bars, at events. It was totally insane, okay? So, and then also the rise of interest rates were happening, and we had a crash later on. So be careful. Think about that. The stock market is a very, very long-term instrument that you should also use long term. The most successful investors are long term focused, and pick quality companies over quantity, and you will be good for the next couple of years. I think we can end this year with a great all-time high, and Virgin Galactic will be my top tip, obviously, for next year. With the stock market valuing it at $14 and $15, I think that the tremendous upside is ridiculous. So thank you very much for watching. Let me know what you want to know for the next couple of days, and I will be here soon back.